More than 1,000 years ago, Prophet Muhammad stood among his followers to give his final sermon a few months before he passed away. He advised his people to uphold to the teachings of Islam and to shield and shelter two of the very most important things that he would leave behind, the Holy Quran and his family. But in the aftermath of his death, things turned out differently. Disagreements broke out over who would succeed him as the leader of the Muslim community. To bring back peace and justice and to keep Islam alive, Prophet Muhammad's grandson Hussein decided to sacrifice his everything. It was then that tragedy struck. The Umayyad Caliph Muawiyah died and his son Yazid succeeded him. He wanted to force a pledge of allegiance from Imam Hussein, but he refused to approve of a government of injustice. Imam had no intention of taking up arms, but Yazid left him with no choice. More than 1,000 soldiers surrounded Imam's camp. They had come to fight an army of only 72 people. Water was denied to Imam's camp, and 8 days later, they had run out of all water in the scorching heat of the desert. On the 10th day, the two sides confronted each other. Imam Hussein and most of his companions were martyred. The few who survived fell in the hands of the enemy. People still mourn for the martyrdom of Imam Hussein every year. It's as if it all happened yesterday, still that much heartbreaking, painful, and tragic. You can tell it's Muharram again, as cities and towns take on a different look. Men and women, young and old, take to the streets to respect and honor Imam Hussein. In long processions, mourners grieve to the tune of beating drums and call out to the Imam as they walk side by side through the streets. One of the outstanding rituals in Muharram is street performances called Ta'ziyeh, which reenacts the Battle of Karbala. In this form of drama, the siege and carnage of the battle scene and the immense sufferings are acted out for the audience. People also prepare free food and drinks to give away at the end of the rituals. These meals are viewed as being special and holy, as they have been blessed with the name of Hussein.
عشق امام حسین حرفا رو نداره. عاشق حسابش چیز دیگه هست.
من یه اقلیت کلیمی میرفتم اون بالا پشت او میشستم که مادرم اینا نفهمن، گریه میکردم.
On the evening of the 10th day, people all across the country light candles to remember the sufferings of the Karbala survivors, who in the dark and abandoned desert saw their tents burnt down and their beloveds slain. Imam Hussein's uprising for justice is an ever-eternal light in history, still burning after all these years. Odalesgi for Iran.